Hello, baseball fans, and welcome back to the Minnesota Twins franchise. I don't know what to say. Twins have started out red hot, and they have a 1-1 tie here in the series with the White Sox. As you take a look here, the Minnesota Twins were one hit. They had probably their worst game of the season so far, as the Chicago White Sox and Lance Lynn almost no-hit them. Lance Lynn went 9 innings with 1 hit and 8 strikeouts. And that 1 hit came from Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo must have been proud of himself there for at least allowing the Twins to not be no-hit. But you'll take a look here as Michael Kopech will be taking on Pablo Lopez in the next game here against the White Sox. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at some of the scouting. As we take a look at the scouting, we'll see that we're still scouting Burt McCauley and Mike Ponce, and we're trying to discover some more infielders. The only thing we're really struggling with here is our infield help. First and third base are kind of iffy. Jose Miranda could develop into a really good first baseman, but at third base we have Kyle Farmer, and Kyle Farmer is about 30 years old, and he's about your average player there at third base, and the Twins are looking to upgrade in the future. If not soon, it could potentially happen. We'll see kind of how the season plays out here as the Twins are looking to make improvements and hoping that can come from the draft so they can build a long-tenured team, playoff team. We'll take a look at the lineup here as we see some stats here. Donovan Solano's hitting .231 with 2 RBIs here to start the season. Kyle Farmer hitting .222 with 2 RBIs. Carlos Correa, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and .366 average. Byron Buxton with 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a .389 average. That's an impressive start to the season. Only 11 games in. Jorge Polanco with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a .310 average. Jose Miranda hitting .300 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Pretty impressive start. Christian Vasquez hitting .278 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Max Kepler hitting .353 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. And then Joey Gallo, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a .273 average. We'll head over to the bench here as Ryan Jeffers is hitting .167 to start the season. Pretty abysmal. And the same goes for Michael Taylor, .182. Pretty abysmal. And Royce Lewis as well. The bench is kind of struggling here for the Twins. Royce Lewis is looking to be the starting shortstop with Carlos Correa moving over to third base, potentially. That was just a thought that the Twins have been having because Kyle Farmer being a little older, they wanted to introduce some prospects. But Edouard Julien, he's also struggling. He was looking to take over for Donovan Solano. That's something that the Twins might still look at if he can turn it around and start producing. It's definitely a thought, as Trevor Larnach is also, he's not doing too bad actually. He's hitting .286 here to start the season. Joe Ryan with 17 innings, 13 strikeouts, and a 2 ERA. He's proving that he can be an ace for the Minnesota Twins. I can't say much more about it. Joe Ryan has been pretty productive so far to start the season. And then we'll take a look at Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez with 14 innings and 15 strikeouts and a 1.29 ERA. That whip's pretty low. Sonny Gray has kind of struggled here to start the season. He had a better second outing, but his first outing he got absolutely obliterated. He's got 11 innings, 6 strikeouts, and a 5 ERA. Bailey Ober with 15 innings, 11 strikeouts, and a 1.2 ERA. He's also showing some ace-like statistics, just not very many strikeouts. And Tyler Mahle with 13 innings, 16 strikeouts, and a .69 ERA. Masterful start for the season. He did very well in the outing against the Marlins, which he went 6 innings with 10 strikeouts. He was absolutely dominating the Marlins in his first outing. His second outing seems to go quite well, too. We'll get ready to take a look here at the bullpen. So you have Kenta Maeda, Giovanni Moran, Jorge Alcala. Kenta Maeda with 9 innings, 10 strikeouts, and a 1.86 ERA here to start the season. Impressive. He could be a starter at some point. Say somebody gets hurt. That's something that the Twins like, some versatility here. As Kenta Maeda's kind of aging, he wants to be somebody they can rely on. Giovanni Moran, 4 innings, 9 strikeouts, and a 0 ERA. Jorge Alcala, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and a 36 ERA. Looking to improve upon that. Dennis Santana with 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, and a 4 ERA. He is also looking to improve on that. As Caleb Thielbar is having a decent start to the season with 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, and a 3.38 ERA. Jorge Lopez looking to turn it around a little bit. And Joan Duran with 4 saves, 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and no runs given up yet to start the season. With that, we're going to do some highlights here with Michael Kopech taking on Pablo Lopez in Minnesota. Pablo Lopez looking to continue his hot start here as the Minnesota Twins take on the Chicago White Sox with the series tied at 1-1. MLB The Show North with the highlights today as Minnesota Twins will be hosting the Chicago White Sox. Pablo Lopez taking the mound for his 3rd start of the season. He's got a 1-0 record with a 1.29 ERA through 14 innings and 15 strikeouts. Over a strikeout an inning, looking pretty good to start, as Tim Anderson was the first batter he faced, and Tim Anderson would hit a high fly ball deep in the left field and way back at the track, and it's caught. Pablo Lopez facing Andrew Benintendi, hits it on the ground to Kyle Farmer, and he's out at first. Good start to the inning for Pablo Lopez as Eloy Jimenez steps in and he strikes Eloy Jimenez out. Michael Kopech will take the mound for the White Sox with a 1.6 ERA and 2 starts with 6 strikeouts.
The second baseman,
Donovan Solano would lead it off for the Minnesota Twins, and he would pop it out in the center field. It would be the first out of the inning as Kyle Farmer steps in. Kyle Farmer will draw ball 4. Runner will be on first base for Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa, 366 here to start the season, and he gets one and lines it into right center field. That's going to split the gap here, potentially score the runner from first, and it looks like it will as Carlos Correa pulls into second. 1-out double drives in a run here for the Minnesota Twins as Byron Buxton steps in. And he'll line it to the second baseman for the out. Hit it perfectly, but just right at somebody. As Jorge Polanco steps in, and Jorge Polanco is going to take this ball the other way. That ball's deep out there, and it is caught at the warning track. Twins dodge some trouble there. Or White Sox dodge some trouble as the Twins take the mound, and first up is Robert Jr., and he strikes out. Sebi Zavala steps in, and he'll strike out as well. This is a pitcher's duel here today as Pablo Lopez takes the mound. It's been incredible, and he strikes out yet another batter. We move into the top of the 3rd to continue his masterful performance as Jose Miranda dives to stop it, and Pablo covers and gets him out. Luis Garcia steps in, and he strikes out as well. Masterful start here for Pablo Lopez as Andrew Benintendi is the next batter, and he hits it on the ground to Farmer. And he's out at first. Eloy Jimenez next up, and Eloy Jimenez hit it on the ground to Jose Miranda. Has some trouble with it, but plenty of time to get to first. Byron Buxton to step in, and he hits it on the ground back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Byron Buxton with his first hit of the game. Jorge Polanco steps in, and he draws ball 4. Runners on first and second with 1 out now as Jose Miranda steps in. Jose Miranda would go down on strikes, leaving 2 runners on there, or 2 outs for Ryan Jeffers, who hits it back up the middle, base hit. Byron Buxton will score on that. Oh, is there some trouble? Looks like, oh, they get Polanco out at third, but not before the runner scores. Pablo Lopez, no hits through 5 innings, but that'll be broken as we speak. Robert Jr. with the first hit of the game for the White Sox. Pablo Lopez was looking for that no-hitter here, but that's okay. He still pitches masterfully for the rest of the game as the next batter grounds out into the double play. And then in steps Elvis Andrus. Elvis Andrus will pop it out to Max Kepler here to end the inning. Score being at 2-0 here. We'll get some more look here at Pablo Lopez, who completely dominates the Chicago White Sox lineup. Yasmani Grandal strikes out. Yet another strikeout for Pablo Lopez. He's looked like an ace here for the Twins, as Brian Ramos also strikes out. Pablo Lopez looking to keep dominating throughout the season, and he's going to be hit up the middle into center field. Byron Buxton will get that in quickly to prevent Garcia from taking second base, as Tim Anderson steps in, and he hits it on a line towards the third base, but Jose Miranda can't get to it. Tim Anderson with another hit here for the White Sox. They got something rolling. Benintendi steps in, but he strikes out Benintendi. What a way to get out of the inning there, as the Twins still up 2-0. And the White Sox make a pitching change. Reynaldo Lopez will come in. 5 games this season. Coming in for his 6th. Reynaldo Lopez having a season so far as he walks Kyle Farmer to start the inning. Carlos Correa will step in. And Carlos Correa will also walks the first 2 batters he faces. Byron Buxton steps in, and Byron Buxton will go down on strikes. Not exactly what he wanted there, but there's 1 down here. Let's see if the Twins can make something of it, as Polanco hits it on the ground to second, and they're going to turn the double play. Oh no, he's safe at first. Close play at first base. Jose Miranda comes in and he pops it up into right field, and that'll end the inning. Pablo Lopez back on the mound, and he hits it on the ground to Solano, but Solano throws it in the dirt. Luis Robert step in, lines it in to right field to Max Kepler, and that'll be 1 down. Sebi Zavalia steps in, and he hits it on the ground to Correa over to Solano, and on to first to Miranda. Double play. Twins looking like one heck of a team here as Aaron Bummer steps in for his 6th outing of the season. No runs yet. Can the Twins change that? I guess we'll find out here. Ryan Jeffers steps in, and Ryan Jeffers will strike out. Full count, could have been on first base, but he struck out instead. Max Kepler hits a deep fly ball into right field, and it's going to die off there. Max Kepler's out. Joey Gallo steps in, and Joey Gallo will draw ball 4. So it'll be a runner on first base with 2 outs as Donovan Solano steps in, and he hits a liner into left field. That's going to get to the wall. Could it score Gallo? No. They get it in quick enough. Solano barely into second base there. That was a close play for hitting it to the wall. As Kyle Farmer steps in, and they're going to intentionally walk Kyle Farmer. Struggled here to start the season, but they don't like the lefty-righty matchup there, as Kyle Farmer typically dominates against left-handed pitching. Carlos Correa steps in, and he gets a pitch right down the middle, and he's going to hit it to left field, and it's going to die off as well, and that will end the 7th inning. Pablo Lopez looking to continue his performance as a bloop single into right field from Elvis Andrus. might push him out here for the day, and it does. Pablo Lopez made it to the 8th inning, pitched 7 innings of a scoreless game. That's a tip of the cap if I've ever seen one. Not something that happens very often anymore. As Jorge Lopez steps in for his 4th appearance of the season with a 6.75 ERA. Looking to kind of lower that ERA here. As the Twins lead 2-0, they're relying on him to keep the runner in check. As Yasmani Grandal, first batter he faces, strikes out. Brian Ramos will also strike out. Pitching was dominating here for the Minnesota Twins today. And a questionable strike 3 there. But Lopez will strike out all 3 batters he faces. The White Sox will bring in Joe Kelly here to face the 4, 5, 6 hitters here in the bottom of the 8th. Byron Buxton will hit it on the ground to first base, but he has some trouble with it there. And it's close play at first, but Buxton was for sure out. Polanco will swing and miss. He swung at a pitch on the dirt. What more can you say? Jose Miranda will hit it up the middle. Jose Miranda with a base hit here to keep the inning alive. As in steps Ryan Jeffers. Ryan Jeffers looking to continue, but he swings way late on the changeup, and he strikes out to end the inning. Joan Duran coming in for his save situation, looking to make it 5 for 5 here to start the season. It'd be great if he could go 100% on his saves throughout the whole season. As Tim Anderson steps in, he hits it on the ground to Kyle Farmer. Kyle Farmer will chuck it over to first, and they'll get Tim Anderson here. Andrew Benintendi step in next, and he will hit it on the ground to Solano. Solano will get it over there to Miranda, and that'll be 2 down as in steps Eloy Jimenez, and he'll swing and miss. That'll do it here for the Twins in the first game of the double trouble here. The Twins will take the series 2-1, and we'll get a look here at the player of the game, and that will be Pablo Lopez, who went 7 innings, struck out 8 while only allowing 4 hits for the Minnesota Twins. Dominating performance. Twins taking the final game of the series, leading 2-1 over the Chicago White Sox. They'll head into New York City as Sonny Gray takes on Luis Severino. And Sonny Gray did not have the best of starts. His team offered him a lot of run support, but he didn't do them any favors by allowing 5 runs through 5 innings. Not something he wants to continue as the season goes on, but the Twins showing that they can be a high-powered offense, and that's going to help push them to the playoffs. They're really hopeful of making the playoffs this year and looking like the favorites to do so, especially with such a hot start here to the start of the season, as 5 Twins drove in runs. That's right, 5 Twins drove in runs as the New York Yankees took down the Minnesota Twins here in Game 1. But we're on to Game 2 here as Bailey Ober and Nestor Cortez Jr. will take the mound. And we're going to show you some highlights from MLB The Show North. And here with the second game of our double trouble here from MLB The Show North, we'll have the New York Yankees taking on the Minnesota Twins in the Bronx. Aaron Judge takes the field as Nestor Cortez Jr. with his 3rd start of the season with a 2.19 ERA. He's having a pretty good season so far. Allowing 12 hits through 12 innings, he's found a way to work himself out of any situations that he might be getting into. He'll continue his dominance so far to start the season. As Donovan Solano steps in. And Donovan Solano will hit a line drive in center field, and that will get down. Loop down in front of the center fielder there. And in steps Michael Taylor. Stepping in off the bench. But he'll hit a deep fly ball into left field. That ball is dying off at the warning track. He'll get it in there. Keep Solano at first base. Byron Buxton steps in. And Buxton will hit a pop out. Judge will get there, and that will retire the side. Yankees get out of there on the first hit of the game, first batter, as Bailey Ober starts his third appearance of the season with a 1.2 ERA through 15 innings with 11 strikeouts. Pretty good here to start the year. And he'll strike out Isaiah Kiner-Falefa to start the inning. And in steps Aaron Judge after a ground out. And Aaron Judge will check his swing, but he can't hold back as he goes down on strikes. Now the Twins here with 2 outs in the top of the second. And Ryan Jeffers will kick something off here as he hits a base hit in the center field. And in steps Jose Miranda. Jose Miranda with the runner on first and 2 outs will hit it down the line. That'll be a base hit. Didn't get to the right wall, but it got to a wall. But not the one that he wanted to get a double out of it. Joey Gallo will step in, but he'll go down on strikes. That'll end the inning with runners on first and second. Giancarlo Stanton will step in, and he'll take a changeup down the middle. Questionable take there by Stanton as he'll strike out. He'll think about that one on his way back. Anthony Rizzo will swing and miss on a slider to end the inning. In steps Donovan Solano to start us off here in the third. And he'll drop ball 4 on a very close pitch. And Michael Taylor will step in and he'll pop it up in the center field. That might get down, and it doesn't. Center fielder will track that one down there. 1 away. Carlos Correa steps in. And Carlos Correa will mash this one deep into right field. That ball's back there, and it's gone. Hitting it to the short porch out there in right field as the Twins take a 2-0 lead over the New York Yankees. The Yankees fans want him to throw it back. You might want to keep it. A home run there from Carlos Correa as he steps across home plate, towering over Donovan Solano. Byron Buxton's ready to take his cuts. Byron Buxton will draw ball 4. Not exactly what he wanted. He wanted to swing the bat a little bit after that home run. Christian Vasquez will hit it on the ground past the shortstop. That'll put runners on first and second with 1 away here in the top of the third. Pretty pumped about that. Kyle Farmer steps up, and Kyle Farmer will hit it on the ground over to second and on to first. That double play to end the inning there as Bailey Ober steps back up to the mound. And ground ball to Solano. Solano will throw it in the dirt. Miranda can't pick it. Another error from Donovan Solano here in the double trouble. Hopefully he can get rid of those errors as Bailey Ober hits Jose Trevino. Oh man, that one had to hurt right on the elbow. In steps Estevan Florio. And they're going to have some trouble here as they won't get him out at first, thinking that they could turn 2. Another, I think, error from Donovan Solano as they'll hit it on the ground to Ober, and he'll throw it away, throwing it to the plate, trying to get the runner out at home. Bases will be loaded here with nobody out. Trouble setting in here for the New York Yankees, or for the Minnesota Twins, as the New York Yankees have bases loaded. DJ LeMahieu strikes out. Aaron Judge will step in. Dangerous. He takes it to right field. Joey Gallo will get to it quickly, though, and they'll only get 1 out of it. Giancarlo Stanton steps in, and Giancarlo Stanton will pop it up to the first baseman, Jose Miranda. He'll catch that in foul territory. 2 down here for Gleyber Torres, and he'll strike out. What a way to get out of that inning. Bailey Ober is pumped about that one, and you can't say you'd blame him. Ryan Jeffers will step in here in the 4th, and he'll hit it into the right center gap. But Judge will misplay it, and he can't get to it. As Ryan Jeffers standing on second. Jose Miranda step in, and he'll get a pitch up and it down the middle, but he'll pop it up to Judge out there. And he's going to try for third. We'll see if he can make it. And I don't think it's even close there as Judge guns him down at third for the double play. Heck of a play there by Aaron Judge to redeem himself there. As Anthony Rizzo steps in. And Anthony Rizzo strikes out here to start the 4th inning. Jose Trevino up with 2 outs. And he'll strike out as well. That ends the 4th inning. 2-2 here in New York. As Donovan Solano steps in to start it off for the Twins. And Donovan Solano hit it down the line, and that ball's fair. It's going to get over the wall. Automatic double there for Donovan Solano. Makes that easy for him. He doesn't have to sprint. Michael Taylor will hit it on the ground. Diving play it short, but the throw pulls him off. What a play there. All for naught with the throw. As Carlos Correa steps in, hits a line drive into center field. That'll score Solano. Michael Taylor is going to look for two bases here as he'll get the third. And Carlos Correa will pull in with a 1-run single. Byron Buxton hits it up the middle, driving in a run, making it 4-2. Minnesota Twins take the lead here in the 5th. As Christian Vasquez steps in with runners on 1st and 2nd. Christian Vasquez hits it on the ground, and they throw it away at 2nd, and they can't get him at 1st. No outs on the play there. As in steps Kyle Farmer. Kyle Farmer will hit a line drive into left field, and that'll be caught, and they'll try for the run, and they get it. Carlos Correa makes it on the tag up there, making it 5-2 Minnesota. Ryan Jeffers hits this one deep into left center field. That ball is way back there, and that ball is gone into the bullpen. Ryan Jeffers with the home run here, adding to the lead. 3 runs on that one. It's not looking too hot for the Twins, I keep making that mistake, for the Yankees. It's not looking too hot for them as the Twins keep extending on their lead. In steps Jose Miranda with that 8-2 lead at the bases clearing home run. As Jose Miranda hits this one deep into left field. That ball is way back, and that ball is gone. 3rd home run of the game for the Minnesota Twins as they take the lead 9-2. Jose Miranda with the hot start to the season, 3 home runs. He's looking to continue his success and be that everyday first baseman for Minnesota. And he's looking like he can do it. They've had enough here as Clark Schmidt steps in.
Number 86.
Not exactly the start Nestor Cortez Jr. was looking for. I'm pretty sure they made a change earlier that we didn't cover, but that's okay. As Joey Gallo steps in and hits this one into right center field. A little shift on there, and they'll get to it for the out. Donovan Solano will step in as he led off the inning, and he hits it on the ground to short, and that will end the inning. So Donovan Solano starts and ends the inning here. The Twins bat around. Kenta Maeda will come in
Number 18.
with his 5th appearance of the season, 12 innings and 1.5 ERA here for Kenta Maeda. He's having a pretty good start to the season, proving that he could be a starter if the Twins so need him to be. As Michael Taylor gets a late jump on that, but he still makes it in time with those legs churning there. Very fast player. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa grounds out 2 away, and DJ LeMahieu will step in. And DJ LeMahieu will hit on the ground to Solano. That one looks like a relatively easy play for Solano, and they'll get him at first. End the 5th inning. Head into the 6th here with 1 away. Carlos Correa will line it into the gap. And that looks like it'll be 2 for Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa having himself a day here. And he is safe. Close play at second base. With his 5th double on the season, Byron Buxton will step in. And Byron Buxton also has a lot of doubles, but he'll draw yet another walk. Byron Buxton wants to swing for once. Christian Vasquez will take that inside pitch for strike 3. And Kyle Farmer will step in. Kyle Farmer hit it on the ground to third base. Could have tagged the runner there, but threw it over to first. Get the out anyway. Aaron Judge will start off the 6th inning here. And he'll strike out. That slider's been killing him today. Giancarlo Stanton steps in, and, well, he took a changeup down the middle, but we won't talk about that. As he lines one into right field, taking it the other way. The shift was on there with the runner on first. Gleyber Torres will step in, and he'll take a sinker down the middle. The Yankees are taking a lot of pitches down the middle today. And Anthony Rizzo will take that pitch into center field. Byron Buxton will get to it quickly to ensure that the runner doesn't advance to third. 2 on, 2 out here for the Yankees. And Maeda almost looks like he has some trouble here, but that ball is going to die off in left field. And that will end the inning. Ryan Jeffers will lead it off for the Twins here. And Ryan Jeffers will hit a base hit into center field. Decent day so far for Ryan Jeffers as he's the backup catcher, but he's DHing today. Christian Vasquez also in the game. Jose Miranda will take this one into center field. Back-to-back base hits for the Minnesota Twins. The Yankees are getting absolutely demolished today as Joey Gallo steps in. And Joey Gallo will take this one deep into right field. That ball is way back there, and that ball is way gone. Measure of revenge there for Joey Gallo as the Yankees, they got rid of him last year. Yankees fans weren't really very happy with Joey Gallo, deservedly so. He had a rough season, but Joey Gallo looking to rebound here this season, and that might be exactly what he needed, taking revenge on his old team as the Twins lead 12-2, resulting in a pitching change as Jonathan Loizaga will step in. 5th appearance here on the season, 2.2 innings and no runs yet, with 5 strikeouts. Quite the strikeout to inning ratio, as he'll look to continue that dominance as the season goes on. And Donovan Solano will be the first batter he faces here, and he'll bloop it into right field. Donovan Solano looking like a hitting machine today. As in steps Michael Taylor, who's 0 for 4, with the error being the only way he got on base. And he hits another pop-up to center field. Michael Taylor not looking like himself, but he'll turn it around. Carlos Correa hits it on the ground to Rizzo. Rizzo over short and back to Rizzo. Double play ball there as the Twins take over, and Dennis Santana with his second appearance. He's got 2 innings and a 4.5 ERA. And Santana will face DJ LeMahieu to start, and he'll strike him out on the high fastball at 99 miles an hour. Aaron Judge will step in, and he'll take the high fastball at 99 for strike 3. 2 strikeouts here for Dennis Santana. And in steps Giancarlo Stanton, and he'll hit it on the ground to Farmer, and that will end the inning.
He's out.
Ryan Jeffers will step in. Jonathan Loizaga still out there as he hits it weakly on the ground to second, and he's out at first. Jose Miranda, he'll hit this one into center field, and that'll get him out. Lazy fly ball there. Joey Gallo will step in. That measure of revenge of the last at bat, and he's looking to continue it as he hits this one deep into left center. That ball is way, way back there, and that ball is off the wall. And he'll pull into second with a double. 2 for 5 here for Joey Gallo. A little bit of a revenge game for him. Looking to continue his success, not just against the Yankees, as Donovan Solano will ground out to third base. That'll end the top of the 9th. In steps Gleyber Torres here in the bottom of the 9th. Dennis Santana's still on the mound as ground out, 1 away. Anthony Rizzo will step in, and he's going to hit it on the ground. Kyle Farmer with a diving play here, and he'll get him at first base. What a play by Kyle Farmer. That shift kind of made him have to dive, otherwise it would have been a routine, but that was an amazing play nonetheless, as Oswaldo Cabrera steps in, and he flies out to left field to end the ball game. The Twins will tie the series here with a 12-2 win in Game 2. Crazy game there for the Minnesota Twins as an offensive explosion takes over. And Ryan Jeffers is your player of the game. Went 4 for 5 with a home run and a double. And with that, the episode draws to an end, sadly, as the Twins showed what they were made of, beating a top-tier team, moving on to 11-3. As we'll have a Jackie Robinson Day special in the next episode, versus the New York Yankees. As Tyler Mahle will take on Domingo Germán. And that should be a matchup worth seeing, as everybody will be wearing number 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson. And the Twins will be looking to win the series, and so will the Yankees. With that, I look forward to the next episode, and I hope you do as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, take care of yourselves.